Okay, ladies and gentlemen, should have started this earlier. I hope it's in best possible focus. I'm going to try to do a little something with the old picture of him. Believe it or not, me. Okay. Here we are working on the eye. Let me zoom out a little bit. This was the original picture, and this is what we've done so far. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back in to the eye. We're going to hit Alt on your. Let's do it, maybe some more. Better volume. Mother's oxygen going on in there. So here we are. We're going to hit Alt on the PC, and I think it's don't get me wrong. I don't know. I don't use Macs. But I know it's Command or Control, but it's going to be Alt on your PC, and use your scroll wheel. Scroll up. Just put your cursor on the target you want to zoom into. Right now we're going to zoom in here. This is where we're working with. So what I did was I first scanned the picture at 1200 dots per inch, so I can get a good zoom. Okay, so now we have to fix this eye right here. So I'm using my clone stamp tool. So we're going to Alt click to get a reference, and what I'm doing is I have two layers here. One is a duplicate layer of the original picture that I've put in a group, so I can just hide it without just cutting it off, because I don't want to see it. And I've placed I made another copy of my picture, put it in a group called Me. There you go, Me and Null, Me. And this layer I chose Overlay. Okay, so I'm really having to duplicate. I know there's got to be an easier way to do it, but the way I found is to just go ahead and go over both layers. And once you choose one reference point for one layer, it stays the same for the other layer. So what we're going to do is just fill out where our eye is. Okay? I'm going to come in here and whiten this up a little bit. Choose a reference point up here and come down in here and try to get some whitening. Now my stamp is on a 35. Right now I'm using a 35 brush, and my flow rate is on 75%. So I don't want it to go outrageously on the outside. Now what we have to do here is, you see these, you zoom out, Alt, and scroll wheel, trying to get rid of this right here. So I'm going to zoom back in and do Alt, pick up some of this dirty brown white, but hey, and go over it. I'm going to extend the white back into here, trying not to get that corner part of the eyeball. Let me I'm using my bracket key to make the brush smaller so I can get down in this corner. So I do want to try to bring out the white a little bit. So I'm going to go back down to my layer and bring it down. Bring up my brush, so I don't like leaving that. I don't like leaving those brush marks. Bring my brush down. Down here, let me pick it up from here. So I'm going to put my crosshairs right on that line and bring it up and match that line. So it looks like I get an even line here. That's what we're looking for. Now we go back up and try to get this white out of the eyes. And you see I'm switching between layers. I'm having to do that. Don't forget we have to do that here for the technique that I'm using anyway. I'll come up and pick up some of this black. Try to match the line as best possible. Of course it curves, so we're not going to do it all the way. Try to pick up some of that brown and just get a bigger brush. Using the bracket, the open bracket again to make my brush bigger. Also, when you use a clone, I know you can use something else, but I'm comfortable with using the clone stamp. Actually, because I don't have to wait my computer. I have a fast computer, but for some unknown reason, let me back out of here. Back out of here. See if I'm getting too white on the eye. Might be getting too white on the eye. That's right. I don't know a way to pick that up. I could pick some up from the other side. But I really want to get this black out. I mean, it's white out. All you guys that are out there that have done this before, you Photoshop experts, salute you, man. Me, I'm just doing it the best I can with what I know. Having messed with the program for a couple years, and also I know a lot of you saying, well, if you mess with the program a couple of years, you should know what the fuck you're doing. You should know what you're doing. Well, you know, when I say I mess with a couple of years, I don't mean I mess with a couple of years straight. You know? Scroll wheel to move up. Pick up some of this line and make the eyeglasses the way they're supposed to be. Sometimes I have to go layer to layer. Get it in there. You see me switching back and forth from layer to layer because, oh, it's obvious. Let's take that off. And that's that layer. And that's that layer. That's that layer. So sometimes I'm having to go in here and use this to take some of this off. But the thing is, I don't like this blue. This is a very old picture. A very old picture of me that I scanned. I'm gonna hold it up. I don't know if you can see it, but I've scanned it. You probably can't see it because there's no light on it. There you go. I've scanned right there, and done this before my brother's pictures. I'll show you those in a minute when I get ready to finish for the night, because it's actually 6:31 in the morning. Started doing this